Welcome back to On the Couch. I'm Maria Brasco with my partner, Benny Pinella.
Thank you very much, Maria. Sometimes we fail to see how much a simple gesture of goodwill can be.
The only way to create a happy community is if we work together to make it better.
Hashtag Rowan Gives Day, coming February 25th, gives Rowan students a chance to explore ways to give back to the community and work towards a happier Glassboro. And here to talk about Hashtag Rowan Gives is Taylor and Stephanie. Guys, thank you very much for appearing on the show today.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
First thing first, tell everyone a little bit about what Hashtag Rowan Gives Day is.
So basically, there's several different things kind of going on. One aspect of it is a student showcase that's really showcasing all of the philanthropic initiatives that really occur throughout the spring that students kind of put on. So, we'll have representatives from student activities there talking about St. Baldrick's Day and talking about the Mustache March. And then the other part of that is also having outside organizations come in. So the American Cancer Society is coming, our local Robin's Nest is coming. One of our alumnus one of our old students actually has her own philanthropy, and it's called Rooms to Give, I think. Yeah. And it's fairly new, so she's going to come and showcase that event. So that'll be really cool too. And basically, we ask these outside organizations to come with, volunteer opportunities for students or internships or any ways that they can really get involved outside of Rowan too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some things that students can look forward to during this event?
So I know, I'm the Organ Donor Day director, so I run an on-campus philanthropy and everything. So I'm really excited to showcase what Organ Donor Day does, and I know a lot of other on-campus philanthropies too are really anxious, Relay for Life and St. Baldrick's Day. They're really excited to showcase what they do on campus, because I know a lot of people especially with Mustache March, how many freshmen know what that means. So it's really great for them to be able to understand what that is.
Now, how did Rowan's Give Back Day, how did this start? What was the beginning of this?
Actually started last year for the first time. It was called Student Philanthropy Day, I believe it was called, and it's a national kind of event that goes on at all different universities. So ours, we just obviously tailored the name to Rowan Gives Day, except last year we didn't have this volunteer fair sort of aspect to it. So the hope is, I think, each year that it's going to grow and be bigger and bigger.
And why is this so important to have here at Rowan?
I think giving back is critical, and even as a grad student, I was an undergrad here, and I was very heavily involved in community service and giving back. And then once I graduated, there weren't as many opportunities for me to give back or get involved. So I think the message here really is giving is lifelong, and I think anyone who ever has given in any type of way, can tell you the benefits that they reap of it, and it's just an internal great feeling. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
not to cut you off, but once I'm just so excited. Once you get involved,
I love it.
Once you get involved in philanthropy, I feel it sticks with you your entire life. So if we start again with freshmen, if we show them right from the beginning how many opportunities they have, this could lead to internships and careers just because they love giving back so much. And it's so important to always give back.
And I like that. I like the spunk there because I've done charity work as well. I'm sure you have as well. There's so much energy and so much fun you get out of it. It's fun just to see people smile no matter what you do. So talking about that, you talked about a volunteer fair. What are some things that students can look forward to in that?
Again, we're going to have all those tables set up. So there will be student tables set up, and then there's going to be outside organization tables set up for coming. And basically, when we reached out to them, we asked them to, make sure that if you do partake, there is some kind of incentive for students. There is some kind of volunteer opportunity. There is some kind of internship. I know a lot of my friends now are actually getting really involved working in nonprofits after they graduate. So things like that, different job opportunities. So that's definitely a great incentive for students to come, and students get free T-shirts. So
Want to tell us a little bit about this poster here we have?
Yeah, this is our advertisement for it, so you guys will be seeing them around campus. Again, it's really just highlighting what's going to be happening that day, the Student Service Showcase, the Volunteer Fair. We have some giveaways, so the incentive will be for students to actually kind of go around to the different tables and engage, and then they get stamps. So once they get 3 stamps, they'll get their free T-shirt. And they'll also be entered into a raffle to win some cool gift cards.
Now, how do you guys choose which events do you do? Because I know I saw in the daily email about your MS day you guys did, and I want to do that because I have a family member who has MS. So how do you guys choose which ones you do, or how do you pick the variety of volunteer
So
work?
basically, we kind of put it out to the students and the people we know that are putting on these events and these philanthropic initiatives. And if they wanted to partake, they contacted us. And, they emailed us back. So it's really for this year. whoever really reached out to us. And again, hopefully next year everyone will know it's coming and get ready and gear up to showcase.
Now, one question I have to you, and this is not me challenging, the goodwill, because I love giving back. Anything from holding the door open to dropping a couple pennies. One thing that people may think here is that college students may not be fit in terms of time and their schedule and financially to be able to give back to some communities. What do you say to that?
I think giving back in a volunteer aspect is free. Yes, it's time consuming, but for me, I don't think there is an excuse because I know she's extremely involved on campus. I was extremely involved as an undergraduate and even now as a grad student, and you make time for it. So, not saying people who don't necessarily make time for it don't feel it's important, but if it is something that you cherish in your life and it's something, that you really want to do, you will make time for it just as you would a different kind of hobby. For me, I know personally it's kind of a hobby.
And once again, to clarify, I'm not sitting here bashing volunteers.
Oh, no.
Because I worked. I'm the Grinch over here. Now, I volunteered when I was younger with kids that had Down syndrome, and I found it to be a very rewarding experience. So going off that, what were some things that kind of got you involved in volunteering, kind of helped start it for you?
For me, I was really involved in SGA. So for that, service projects kind of required to be involved in that, but I'm so thankful that it was because once I started volunteering through those, different events, I think it's just contagious and you want to keep getting that feeling back, so.
No, I agree. So I had to do Relay for Life in high school and get hours done for NHS. And then I came to college and I joined Greek Life. So we had to do service hours and everything. So it just became all the events that I just did, I just loved, and every one that I went to was more rewarding than the next. It was just really great opportunity. And I agree, it doesn't have to be a monetary donation, just your service and your time. They appreciate that so much more than money.
And you guys do a lot of events, so even if they can't do 5 in a year, you still have 1 or 2 here and there that they can make, and they're all days of the week, right? They're not just weekdays; they're on weekends too, right? Yeah. So that's pretty cool that you make it accessible to everybody all the time.
We have SGA Back to the Borough coming. That's something that's occurred for years. That happened when I was an undergraduate, where students, go out into the community and clean up their yards.
They're so appreciative. I did it last year, and they were amazingly so thankful.
Now, how many events do you guys do a year? Volunteer events?
It's not really run by our office in particular. So, between Greek Life, between our Office of Volunteers, Service Learning Volunteers and Community Engagement.
And SGA, there's so many.
SGA, oh my gosh, countless.
And they're always in the email, so if you just gotta check them, right?
Read your daily mail.
Read your daily mail. That is the best advice I can give.
I feel like I'm the only person who actually sits there at midnight when I get the
No, I read
email.
it. I love it.
Every single thing.
There is a small population of us that do, but
I do it. And I was for a while, for the first semester, I always do it because I want to get prof stock. And then second semester, I always find it very interesting for some things that are in there. Final question.
Okay.
If people want to get involved with the event, who do they talk to? How do they reach you guys?
They can talk to me. They can talk to Taylor. They can talk to Chris D'Angelo. Gary Baker's really well known on campus too. But they can reach me via email, ackermans@rowan.edu.
And where's your office, just so?
See, I work in multiple offices, but I guess my most accessible office is actually right in Savitz, the Student Life office. You can find me there, and that's probably the easiest way.
And the event, once again,
February 25th, next Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Student Center pit. There will also be some cool interactive things going on. Not to pitch that again, throw that in the end, but we'll have a selfie station where students can write why I give, and then take pictures, and you can put it on your social media. And we're also having students write thank you cards, personalized thank you cards to alumni who have donated, in the past several years. So that'll be really cool too. And I know alumni always look forward to that.
I think that's pretty cool too, because when I was looking into this, I see so many hashtags on Twitter and Instagram of Rowan Gives. So I think that's really cool that you can spread the news, spread the love of volunteering to everybody.
Right, and we wanted to continue with the tradition, the hashtag Rowan Proud. So we'll have cool T-shirts that kind of emulate that as well.
Well, thank you so much.
Hashtag Rowan Gives Day, February 25th. Be there.
Start it
be
trending.
Square. Start it trending. Guys, thank you very so much, Taylor.
Thank you.
Steph,
Thank you
very
so
much
much
for appearing on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
Tune in next week for more On the Couch. Once again, I'm Benny Pinella.
And I'm Maria Brasco. We will see you next week.
1, 2, 3, hit it.